Hey, good afternoon. This is Barry, your friendly neighborhood shipster, and as I approach nearly 1,000 shops, I felt it's time to start a video series detailing my trials and tribulations as being a ship shopper. Let me start out with um, made some money. I do it as a second form of income. It's not very consistent at all. So if you have a day job or a night job, keep it. Do this during your off hours or on weekends or whenever you have a spare moment. It's great as an excuse to just get out of the house. Trust me. Ask my wife. She would confirm. Anyway, things I've learned. Well, Party City orders, the balloons. If you see an order where you have three line items going to the same household, don't do it. Why? Because you're going to have to make more than one trip unless you have a van. I did one order for three separate balloon shops, and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get each one was about $8, so I'm getting a minimum of $24 plus tips, and tips are usually between to $10 an order. That being said, I went to Party City on one Saturday evening for what looked like a triple going to the same address. Big mistake. When I got there, there were 7 big garbage bags filled with balloons. Balloons! I was able to stuff 4 of them in the car. Didn't break any, which is good. And I drove the 6 miles like this. I couldn't see behind me because I had balloons in the back, balloons in the front, balloons on the side. I could barely see out of my side view mirrors. That's how filled the car was with balloons. Then when I got there, the customer was a little annoyed that I didn't have all 7 bags of balloons. I said, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 20 minutes. So I got back, got 3 more bags of balloons. Wasn't as crowded this time. I got there, marked it complete, and as soon as I marked it complete, as you know, you get your tip at that point because it's already predetermined by the customer. I only got $1 for each of the 3 orders. $3. That was it. It's incredible. I once picked up one order right before 9 a.m. back in the summer. Also, Party City that had to go 3 blocks. And when you got a Party City order, you really don't know what you're getting once you accept the order. When I got there, it was a little tiny tote bag that had a kid's costume. It's a little tote bag. I made $27 for that, plus I got a $5 tip for a little tote bag. I could have walked it the 5 or 6 blocks to the customer. Amazing. So those are 2 extremes in Party City orders. Okay. With the closing on Long Island, which is where I'm based, of Lidl. I'm sorry, closing of Best Market. Now you have Lidl shops. Lidl is a lot of fun. I've done 3, no big issues. Everything pretty smooth. In fact, you see some of the same people that worked at Best Market now working at Lidl. Anyway, I think it's funny when you get to the register, they ask you before you even start bagging, how many bags do you want? As you know, Shipt covers the cost of bags. They don't have to bill the customer for that. You just have to, you just have to put that extra on the app that how many bags that you're purchasing. Anyway, I always think it's funny when they ask me when I have a long conveyor belt filled with items, how many bags do you want? You know what? If I knew that, I'd be better off picking lottery numbers. I don't know how many bags until after I'm bagging. I have no idea. If I'm able to guess how many bags I need by looking at a conveyor belt filled with items, I should be picking lottery numbers. And if that was the case, I'd be winning and I wouldn't be doing this for a side job. Anyway, also CVS. Most of the time, there are no tips. Just how it is. One time, during the height of COVID last year, somebody gave me a $20 cash tip for a CVS order, which is highly unusual. Usually you don't get a tip, but occasionally you do. That being said, one time I had got a promo for a CVS. Got the item, delivered it. I looked at the app, and another order came up that was just starting to get to promo. Just starting to. So I drove to the store, waiting for it to go to promo. And literally, I was sitting in the parking lot of CVS, and someone took the order right from under me. Lesson to be learned: if you're en route to CVS, just accept the order, whether it's a promo or not. Because if you're heading there anyway, you might as well claim it, because somebody else will. This is how it is. You don't know how many people are using the app at any point in time. So it would behoove you to accept the order when you're already en route to get there, instead of camping out in the car waiting for it to get to the promo, and then maybe to a higher and higher promo. In the Long Island region, I can't speak for others, promos can go as high as $34 to $40 for a shop. For a CVS pharmacy, I've seen it go as high as $27, but that's rare. $27, $29 is rare. Usually a promo's $23, $25. Usually, if something goes to promo that high, either A, it's a customer people don't want to deal with, or B, it's just an odd time. Nothing is worse than trying to make a delivery and having the customer not home. You can't reach the customer. Pharmacy items you just can't drop off unless they tell you to drop it off. You have to have someone at the door or them tell you to leave it off. You just can't leave it off. Not like groceries that you just drop off. Nothing is worse than going out of your way to a CVS, picking it up, bringing it to the customer, and the customer is not home. Oh my God, it's the worst. Then you have to contact support. You have to bring it back to the pharmacy. Tell Shipt who the name of the person who took back the pharmacy item, who that person was. And then they'll pay you the bare minimum. I think it's $5 or $6 just for your inconvenience, roughly. Just how it is. Nothing you can do about it. Shopping. I've had a shop cancel on me while I was shopping. Still get paid the full value. Perfect. It's rare. It happened to me once. It's okay. Doubles and triples. If you're new at Shipt, tread carefully. It could be very, very difficult. I myself have done one time five little shops at Target at the same time. 2 wagons. Is it difficult? Very, very difficult. You have to find your comfort level. If you do multiples, I highly recommend doing short orders. Short orders being under 12 items. Short orders. From my experience, as someone who's done 164 items once, that was a record for me. Anything more than 30, 35 items, not really worth your time. Now, why do I say that? Because in the time you're going to spend shopping 30, 35 items, right? You figure even the most seasoned shopper, when you factor in getting to the store, contacting the customer if there are any issues, and just dealing with the store mechanics, 2 minutes per item is a relatively good benchmark. If you're new at Shipt, maybe 3 or 4, 5 minutes per item. Okay? So that being said, that 2 minutes per item, if you're spending a minimum of 60, 70 minutes shopping and you're only making $15, $17, hoping for a tip, it may not be worth it. But that's totally up to you, depending upon which region you're in. Sometimes it's just the region just doesn't pay that much, and that's just the economics of the whole situation, which is fine. I also do DoorDash. Sometimes I've been known to do DoorDash in between ship shops, perfectly legitimate, perfectly fine. If you can manage it. Managing it, time management is key. If you are horrible at time management, this job will teach it to you. One way or another, you will get good at time management. Don't be scared. We all were new at once, and we all figure it out the hard way. Sometimes you make mistakes. Sometimes people aren't happy. Just how it rolls. Some people are never happy. Oh, gee, I could go on for hours about some people I know that are never happy, no matter what you do. I've been married 16 years. Trust me. That being said, I'm going to get in trouble for that later. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. It's been a pleasure meeting everybody. Hit that like, smash that like button. Let me know you like this. I'll come up with more videos. And happy shopping. Be good and be safe. Bye-bye.